there's two names on the lips of everyone in Australian Rugby League, it's these two young blokes. From Newcastle, please make them welcome. They're great players and great blokes, Andrew and Matthew Johns. Hey boys, what's doing?
Oh, very little, actually.
Going all right?
Yeah, not too
Now
bad.
listen, last year you came on the show, do you remember that?
Yeah, I did.
You came on as Elvis. Let's just have a look at this from last year. This is before they were superstars. Your careers have really kicked on, you know? Oh, Posey, what's happening? What have you got to say for yourselves?
Oh, very little. I hope we get a start later on in the year.
The other Newcastle player, was that Steve Crow, was it?
Yeah, it was. Crowe does it most Fridays and Saturday nights at the Jolly Roger. And,
Where's he now?
Memphis.
Yeah, he's actually got an injured groin at the moment, so... Much trusting.
Tell us about yourselves. You're just having super years, both of you. What do you put it down to?
Probably Malcolm come to Newcastle and he's pretty give everyone confidence. And we've got a new conditioner up there, Ashley Jones, who, it's an old cliche, but everyone's fitter, stronger and faster this year than we have been. And just the confidence Malcolm's gave us, and we've always had a pretty good nucleus for the side, just the smarts that Malcolm's give us.
A great season so far, just the one loss to the Crushers, and probably the best performance of the year was on the weekend. Is that the best team performance that you guys have been involved in, the demolition of the Bulldogs?
Yeah, I'd say it was. We won the games people said we were supposed to win, and they're probably the hardest for us in the past to win. But we come up this week against the Bulldogs, and we're pretty much looking forward to the challenge. But Malcolm's a guy, he likes to lift us. He's very much on the mental side of the game. And no matter who we play, we realise that to be at the best of our ability, we're going to have to lift ourselves against the good sides as well as the bad sides. So hopefully we'll win more than we lose towards the end of the year.
Well, you're talking about good sides, and congratulations on gaining State of Origin status this year. How do both of you look back on your involvement for New South Wales?
It's probably the two worst games I've played all year in the Origin series.
It was a beauty, wasn't it?
Looking back, I was probably a little bit overawed by the whole situation, but you learn from your mistakes, and I learned valuable lessons during the time I was in camp and the time I played in football. So I can only see good coming out of it.
Was there plenty of pressure put on you during the weeks in the State of Origin, in the media especially, and from some of your teammates saying that you had the best ball skills that players have ever seen? I mean, going into a State of Origin, there must have been a lot of pressure.
Yeah, there was a lot of pressure, especially the media sort of leading up to it. It was getting to the stage. At first it was nice, a bit of the attention, but as the week went on, it started to get pretty uncomfortable. But that was no reason. As Andrew said, it's probably games which we weren't entirely happy with, but probably from Newcastle's point of view, it's now we're getting to the business end of the year. It's experience. I look back on it, though, I was a little bit disappointed. It's helped me.
We get calls on the radio every week saying that you guys are related to Les Johns. Is that right? I mean, I get them every week ringing up saying that. Are you or not?
Not if he's a postman.
No, I don't think we are.
Was it a G-up one day when you must have told someone that you were related to the great Les Johns,
actually,
and they've carried it on?
One day David Fordham asked me that he said, you guys got a lot of well-known football relations, and I said a couple, and he sort of didn't budge, so I threw in Les Johns.
You're always together. We see so much of you guys together. Deep down, you hate each other, don't you, really? You can't get on this well.
Joey?
That's Matt's question. He needs that one.
No, we actually do get on pretty well. We sort of growing up, I suppose people. Now the worst scenario probably for the future is people try to start to polarise us. Sometimes you get situations where people always come up late and they want to ask who's the best of the two, and things like that.
That's the sort of thing that people in pubs and clubs in Newcastle who'd be watching through NBN3 at the moment talk about all the time. Like, everyone wants to argue at the Belmont 16-footers that Matthew's a better player than Andrew, and Andrew's a better player than Matthew. I mean, it must just...
Well, who's the better player?
Yeah, Matthew's the best player.
Got to be me. Only kidding, actually. People always say to me, who's the best? And actually, the old Newcastle coach, Alan McMahon, said to me, just rope him in and say, do you really want to know? And just tell them nothing. You know?
Of course, you travel down to Canberra tomorrow for a big game down there. You haven't beaten them in the last 5 starts down there. Can you change it tomorrow? How can you change it?
We've talked all week. Probably the Bulldogs game was the biggest game we've had all year because, or maybe up in Newcastle, everyone sort of believed in how good we were going, but down here in Sydney there was a few knockers and said we haven't played anyone well. So it's just a big test if we can pick ourselves up, and down there and probably minus something degrees. So hopefully we can pick ourselves up again. I've got I've got faith in our ability, and I think we'll go right tomorrow night.
If you're really thinking of winning the premiership this year, you are contenders, of course, but you have to beat Canberra tomorrow night to really give yourselves that bit more confidence.
Yeah, I think like the clubs, the players, a little bit case of being once bitten, twice shy. After last year, we had a big game against Brisbane, and people were saying that we're certainly for the top 5 and beyond, and we just fell away. Although this year, as I said before, Malcolm Riley's the sort of guy he's not only sort of, we've timed our run well as a team, but he's timed his coaching well. He's coming up with new ideas every week, and he's not only a good, motivator, but very good in the tactical side of the game as well.
Tell us a bit about yourselves. Are you married or single, or what? The girls out there want to know.
That's it. I'm engaged to but
What about you, Andrew?
Yeah, I've got a girlfriend. Yep.
Fair enough. What about your hobbies? Got any hobbies outside of footy?
Have a punt, don't you?
I've got me money at the tab.
Yeah.
we've got actually a few of us have got a trotter up at Cessnock, up at Cessnock in Newcastle. Runs around just another night, and it's coming to town soon to Sydney. So.
Really? Harold Park on a Friday night?
Maybe.
Should be a beauty. Well, look, I remember when Gary Harley, Mid Gazza, 28 stone up there in Newcastle.
The man that ate Maitland.
That's right. He came to me about, 5 years ago, and he said, just watch these Johns boys go. I think you were about 16 or 17 at the time. We have kicked on, and no doubt you'll play for Australia within the next couple of years. Congratulations to you, and play well tomorrow night. Please thank the boys, eh? You just can't... Before you go, can you just give us a little Elvis? Just give us an Elvis before you go.
A sneer.
Just something.
They've got no gear.
Oh, come on.
Had the wigs will be right.
Well, we'll get you back later in the year, all right? Come on, you boys. Well, our next special guests are swimmers, and they're appearing down here. Of course, they're in the Grand Prix and the Pac-Man games over the next few days.
Pac-Man. The fan fact. Oh. No, it's like a computer game.
He's a professional.
Anyway, they're here and they're about to come on in our super-duper challenge. Please make them welcome.